Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll, all in one station, mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas, 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to our show, Today's Entrepreneur. I'm joined with our very special guest, Trustico. And can you tell us about your inspiration, how you got into this field of music, this beautiful field of music? Mm-hmm.
Well, basically, my inspiration, was from my father and my brother. My father's a musician himself, and the inspiration came, later on at 9 years of age from my brother. He was doing music at the time, doing freestyle tapes and stuff with his friends. Awesome. So it was like something that inspired me, and motivated me as a child. And from there, I started listening to hip hop music.
Mm-hmm. What specific artists and influences have influenced you, as well as your family?
Well, it was like Point Blank, Bone Thugs, Biggie, Nas, K Reno, SPM, Lifestyle, Aggravated, The Most Hated, and awesome. Especially the Latino community, because they inspired me that if they could do it, I can do it.
Right. So tell me about your current project. You have some albums in the studio with us, so you can show it to the camera here. But
it's Throughout Time by me and K Reno. Is an EP compilation album that I put together. Previous tracks that we had recorded from when I met him and started working with him from 2011 up to date, and we recorded three or four new songs on there, and we put it together and we put it out.
Right. And so before we get to the song we wanted to play today, I was going to ask about the specific message or different messages that you have for each song in the album. What are the main themes that you want to share?
The main themes on this album, Throughout Time, it's I want to say no more bloodshed, because in the times we living in today, people need to hear that positive stuff instead of hearing all that other type of music that is negative. So we want to reach our people with our music. Definitely. Use our gifts, to inspire other people to do great things.
Right. It's definitely something you need to hear more of, and so
yes,
it definitely.
So that album, it's on all digital platforms. They can stream it, Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you stream music on. Just search Drastico, Throughout Time.
Yes, I wanted to ask the producer here. We're going to show the camera here so we can get the album picture in again. But yeah, I was going to get our producer to clear the screen here, and I was going to show. Get the picture of the album again, but yeah, there you go. And that's the specific album, and we're gonna play a song back here called "Friends Are Like Ghosts."
Yes, that's from my upcoming project album that I got called "Still Famished."
Okay.
So that's a single off from that album.
Okay. So it's coming up. It's a new album. That's
yes, sometimes before this year ends. There's no date yet, but before the year ends, I'm gonna release that project.
Okay, so it's been in the works for a few years. It's sort of like this album, or how?
No, that just started.
Okay.
I could count back maybe to the beginning of the end of last year.
Okay.
That's when I started working on it.
All right, and so we're gonna play back the next song here called "Friends Are Like Ghosts." Here in the okay. We're just gonna double check here, but as well for the specifically for different sorts of music, and specifically the message you want to send to people, how important it is to hear that, no more bloodshed. That's definitely relevant.
Yeah,
For our
yeah,
time.
it is. And but same thing with this song, "My Friends Are Like Ghosts." This song's about raising suicide awareness.
Right.
That's not. I mean, it's a story that I created and put together, but it happens in real situations, real life situations every day. And basically, the message is on there. Don't turn your back on your friends. You hear that phone ring and pick it up. You never know what that friend might need. Might need
Definitely.
some advice or someone to talk to. Something simple as that could save someone's life.
Right, right. And while we're troubleshooting here, we're gonna talk more about some other things that you do, since you're not just into the field of music, but you're also a fully rounded package in terms of being both an artist in different fields that
Yes, sir.
also produces for your music as well.
Yes.
Tell us more about
Yes, I shoot my own music videos and I edit them also myself, and I basically promote myself, and I do my own features.
That's awesome.
Basically my own booking agent also, and I try to do it all. And I also paint, like I was telling you. I paint canvases. I love art, graffiti. That's where I started off as. I fell in love with hip hop and graffiti and break dancing and all of that as a kid.
That's
So
awesome.
that was my first love.
And so that all fed into the
Music.
inspirations, the music.
To the music. I was like, man, I'm gonna try this, and then I tried it at 9 years old when my brother said, "Hey, try to freestyle." I tried it at 9 years old, but
That's awesome. And that's
I
how you
mean,
got. That's how you got in.
that's just how I got into it, and from then on, at 16 years old, I started recording at a home studio with one of my friends, and that's where we started the label. And we dropped like 6 mixtapes, but it wasn't serious. I was a teenager still. So at 2011, since 2011 till now, I haven't stopped working. So there's all my projects are on all digital platforms.
That's awesome. So I'm gonna get the while we're finding the song here.
But you can tell the evolution that I've come from, the growth from when I started till now. You can hear it in the music.
Yeah, that's definitely. So it's all from. So this would be technically your third project, or would it be like the?
It would be like my 8th. That's my 8th one
Okay,
right there.
okay.
So this new one, Still Famished, with that song right there, it'll be my 9th one.
Okay. All right, we're gonna play back a song. Friends Are Like Ghosts.
There's no one to be found. There's no one around. I'm not calling to bug you. I just need someone to talk to. Man, I could really use a friend right now. My friends are like ghosts. Every time that I call, there's no one to be found. There's no one around. I'm not calling to bug you. I just need someone to talk to. Man, I could really use a friend right now. I want to answer your phone when I'm calling you. We need to speak. Sending me the voicemail when I only get half a ring. I'm not calling you for a favor because of a friend I'm in need. I called it 10 times now. All I'm asking, answer please. A week goes by, nothing I hear back from you. I'm starting to feel like you're dodging me, or I owe something to you. No text, no email, no nothing was wrong. Did I do something? You can tell me, I won't get offended. If I did something, I want you to mention it. Yesterday I drove by your house and I walked to the door, the lights cut off. It's when I figured I wasn't wanted here, so I disappeared, I was gone. I turned to my last option and I cracked open the seal off this bottle. So I sit here and I write this letter to you. I can't explain, I feel awful. I haven't ate in days, I lost my job and family. I can't maintain, I no longer can think straight. Oh Lord, I need some strength. This is too much pain and weight for me to carry on my shoulders. Best solution is for me to remove myself from this place. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep my composure. Every time that I call, there's no one to be found. There's no one around. I'm not calling to bug you. I just need someone to talk to. Man, I could really use a friend right now. My friends are like ghosts. Every time that I call, there's no one to be found. There's no one around. I'm not calling to bug you. I just Man, I could really use a friend right now.
That was excellent. It was excellent. I could really tell we were talking about this earlier. We were talking about the influence of storytelling in the music and how you like to be a storyteller in your music and the songs specifically. We were thinking of the mix of the DJ Screw influence as well as Slick Rick you mentioned earlier as well.
Yeah, Slick Rick, Nas, like I said, K Reno also. That's a great storyteller. So it's like
Excellent.
all that, it just influences me, to say something in my music, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
And so I was going to talk about just a little bit more about that, specifically that song you were mentioning, how that's a message of support, and that's it's okay to reach out. That's what you're mentioning.
Yes, that's the whole purpose on that song. When you need somebody to talk to, don't be afraid to talk to someone. Suicide is not the answer. Hurting yourself to remove the pain is not it. You'll leave your loved ones hurting, after you're gone. And to the youth, let people say whatever they want to, don't take it personal. Do whatever you choose to be and set your mind to, and whatever you desire to be. Focus on the bigger picture and accomplish your dreams. Stay in school, get an education, because without an education, life is complicated, and that's just reality.
That's absolutely. And we're going to get into things we wanted to make sure to mention as well with the, in terms of how your audience can reach out to you. Let's list our social media.
Yes, they can reach me on Instagram, Drastico Gutter Life, and Twitter, Drastico.slow. Facebook, Drastico Rodriguez, and like I said, my music is all over, all digital platforms. That's where I can be reached at.
And a question about, so your name, how did that...
Drastico,
Yeah.
it came from the graffiti times. One of my friends, he started calling me Drastic. He goes, "Why don't you write
Okay.
Drastic?" I'm like, okay, sounds cool. So I just added a O, and I made it, into a Spanish name.
Okay.
And from there, that's what I stuck with, and that's what everybody knows me by.
Yeah, that's excellent. It's a interesting story too in terms of how you're able to tie in. Again, it's coming from that art background as well with the graffiti and being able to tie that into music, and it all feeds off of one another. So it's
just having love and passion to what you love doing, and that's just what makes it a beautiful thing.
And so you mentioned it's mentioned again the your future project. So yeah.
On my future projects, will be Still Famished. That's a follow-up on another project I have called On the Gray Famished.
Okay.
So it's just a part 2, basically.
Okay. And so this would be the ninth project and a journey where you said you definitely can tell how much you've evolved through that
Yes,
as well.
you can tell. I can tell. Like on the Gray Famished, you can if you start from the beginning to up to that gray on the Gray Famished, you'll be able to hear the difference, and it's just amazing. The people you surround yourself with, what these people pass down knowledge to, and you just use it, take it in, soak it up, and then you use it, and it's just to better yourself as a person, as a lifestyle living, from what you do, how you act, and what you eat. So it's all of that, and it's just amazing hanging around people like that.
So for your entire album, or at least your musical background, how can your audience listen to both throughout time as well as your other music? How can your audience listen to that?
How can they listen to that? It's all on digital.
Okay.
If you search Drastico, everything comes up on there.
Okay.
So it's all on there.
Yeah, definitely.
So I also wanted to, promote that block party backpack and school supply giveaway, by the ARC, the Artist Respecting Community. It's this Saturday, August 24th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Location is 13310 Cullen Boulevard in Alameda, Genoa. So they'll have free haircuts, quick stops for students, activities, moonwalks, horseback rides, snow cones, and live music.
It's definitely that time of year. Definitely need that.
Yes.
But yeah, it's been great to both listen to your music and your message for the youth, and how that we really need that right now. So again, it's been a pleasure to meet you. And for today's entrepreneur, this is Armani Cassell signing off. This has been a great interview.
Thank you, man. It was an honor.
Mm-hmm.